When you look at gas prices now over 50% higher than they were a year ago. And what is Joe Biden's answer? It's to shut off production in America, jet off to Europe in planes that are fueled by jet fuel, which is fossil fuels, to try to tell other people around the world that we shouldn't use fossil fuels. And then ironically, the two biggest emitters, China, Russia, are exempt. They're not even going to be participating in this folly in Europe.
He was dozing, and in these settings, cameras are all around, and the camera caught President Biden, who turns 79 later this month, with his eyes closed for a period of time. You're right. These can be embarrassing situations. You have the contrast of leaders, including President Biden, calling for the urgency of these issues of addressing climate, and a moment like that in a session can be a political obstacle for him.
If you take more than 540,000 Americans, they don't emit more carbon in one day than what these European leaders and Joe Biden and his entourage are emitting right now in Scotland, flying jets. In fact, they said the airport is so overfilled with private jets that the jets have to land in Scotland, let the passengers off, and then fly to another airport and park because there's so many private jets flying over to Europe to tell everybody in America to change their lifestyle. America was leading the world in reducing carbon emissions through American technology and energy dominance, both being done at the same time during President Trump's administration. And during that period, we also had less than $2 a gallon gasoline. And so families were getting the rewards of energy dominance and lower carbon emissions. And in less than a year, President Biden has reversed all of that, where we have higher gas prices and higher carbon emissions, and we're sending more jobs to China, and Americans are paying the price for it.
Current volatility in energy prices, rather than cast it as a reason to back off our clean energy goals, we must view it as a call to action. High energy prices only reinforce the urgent need to diversify sources, double down on clean energy development, and adapt promising new clean energy technologies so we can not only we don't remain overly reliant on one source of power.
When they look and they see Joe Biden want to add 87,000 more IRS agents to snoop into their personal bank accounts to fund $450,000 checks to illegals, people that came here illegally. And then in this bill, they actually have amnesty for millions more illegals. Their answer is to double down on the failure, to jet off to Europe and talk about wrecking our industrialized economy, exempting China, exempting Russia. Frankly, Joe Biden's begging China and Russia. He's begging OPEC to produce more oil while he's telling Americans they can't produce oil in this country. Elise Stefanik's talked about this will be the most expensive Thanksgiving ever because of all of this inflation caused by Joe Biden's failures. It's going to cost more to buy a turkey. It's going to cost more to buy sweet potatoes and cranberry sauce and anything else people want to put at the table.
We're just 9 months into Joe Biden's presidency, and 71% of Americans say this country is headed in the wrong direction. In Joe Biden and House Democrats America, it's crisis after crisis, and the American people are taking notice. When asked in the newly released NBC poll which party would do a better job of handling the issues that are most important to American families, Republicans win issue by issue by issue by double digits. On border security, Republicans lead Democrats by plus 27 points. On inflation, Republicans lead Democrats by 24 points. On national security, Republicans lead Democrats by 21 points. On the economy, Republicans lead Democrats by 18 points. And when asked which party is most effective at getting things done, that same poll, with both Republican and Democrat participants, had Republicans leading Democrats by 13 points. This poll is proof that Democrats in the mainstream far-left media are far too concerned with propping up Joe Biden to understand the impacts of his failed policies that they are having on the American people across the country. Joe Biden and Democrats' poll numbers are in free fall, and Nancy Pelosi's days with the gavel are numbered. She is a lame duck Speaker of the House, which is why she goes to Europe so often.